Happiness and Success family. This video is for anyone out there who wants an even better quality of life. Someone who wants to really make the most of their time on this earth, in this realm. So let's dive in. Now, I've made several videos about the importance of flow in the past, so be sure to check that out. And essentially, I'm going to have a different perspective upon flow and what it means to us. So flow is let me quickly define what flow means. Flow is when you experience appropriate challenge in an activity. So I would not personally experience flow if I were to play a football match, a soccer match against Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, okay? I would not experience flow because they're too good. My skill level is nowhere near theirs in that department. And consequently, I would not want to have a conversation about being happy and developing inner peace with someone who is extremely superficial. You know, we're on completely different wavelengths. I would not experience flow in that conversation because there's such a discrepancy in terms of philosophies, theories, perhaps intellect, and essentially of being and states in life and priorities. So there's a massive discrepancy. So I would not experience flow in that conversation. It would be awkward, it would be clunky. I wouldn't feel immersed in that conversation, for example. It wouldn't flow well. Yeah, flow, yeah. Anyway. And that's essentially what we're saying here. The importance of flow is absolutely incredible because it's one of the most enjoyable ways in which people can experience the present moment. Because when you're in flow, these are some of the side effects, some of the consequences, if you will, of experiencing flow. So when we're in flow, essentially time passes by rather quickly. You know, have you ever done an activity before and you looked at the time expecting it to be 20 minutes gone by and it's essentially like an hour and a half, 2 hours? You're like, whoa, what was that about? What just happened? I can't believe how quickly that went. You experience flow for a tremendous amount of time. Flow means you're so experienced in an activity that nothing else matters. You are so focused on what you're doing that other things can be happening around your peripheral vision or around the area, and you're oblivious to it because you're so involved in the experience. It could be anything. It could be reading, it could be dancing, it could be delivering a presentation, it could be having a conversation, it could be going to the gym and doing a workout, it could be all sorts of things. You know, flow is limitless, really, but the key thing is being able to access flow. That's the key thing. So I want you to take a moment to reflect upon what flow is to you. How do you experience flow? What kind of experiences do you do on a daily or weekly basis that enables you to essentially feel appropriately challenged, where your skill level is up to or close to the level of challenge that you need to complete the activity? Okay. So for example, if I were to do a video talking about I don't know, I'm trying to think of something simple. If I were to do a video on, you know, how to do 5 plus 5, you know, I would not, and I were to explain this to people, you know, I would not experience flow in that conversation because it's too easy for me. That's right, I know 5 plus 5. But I would not be able to experience flow because it's too much. And you know, same thing if I were to teach people who are graduates in maths, for example, and really do these complex equations, then I'll get lost, I'll get anxious, I'll get overwhelmed. I wouldn't feel like I'm able to serve and help in those areas, and I would not be able to experience flow yet again. So when we experience flow, we feel capable enough to step up. We're fully immersed in the experience. There's no thought in flow. There is no thinking in flow. And I give the analogy oftentimes of I'll give the sporting, sport seems to be stealing the show in this episode. But if I were to be playing tennis, for instance, and I'm consciously thinking about where I'm going to hit the ball next and, you know, what kind of techniques I'm going to use. If I'm thinking that whilst in the midst of playing, then my ego and my analytical thought is involved. And therefore I will not thrive, be at my best. I will not connect with that greater intelligence. You know, have you ever done something before and you thought, you know what the hell did I just, that was incredible. I can't believe I did that so well. Was that really me who did that? That means you've removed all the clutter, all the chaos, the mental chaos in your mind. You've removed the ego, you've removed all this extra thinking, these kind of high beta brainwave states. You've removed all that and you've enabled yourself to channel and not only connect with your best self, all your skills, so that you're able to flourish at your best and do all the habitual things that you've practiced for hours upon hours and years upon years perhaps, you actually gain access to that kind of universal strength, that kind of fortitude, that greater intelligence. If you're religious, or you believe in, if you have philosophical ideals, or if you're quite spiritual, you'll essentially know what I'm saying here. There's or you believe in a greater energy, if you want to call it that. You connect to that when you're in flow, and that kind of energy, that kind of brilliance flows through you, and you're like, I didn't even know what those words mean that I was saying, and I was doing so well, or I didn't even know I could do that technique, and it just happened to me. I've never practiced it before, I just did it. Well, what's that about? You're flowing, you're creative, and that's what creativity is. And it's about you learning how to get the best out of yourself, learning how to let go of your ego and really step up and deliver. And I'll give another sporting analogy. If a footballer, a soccer player, is about to take a penalty kick, for example, and they're taking a penalty, if they're in their mind, they're thinking, I usually go here, so he's going to think I'm going there. If you think things through too much, and if you start thinking, what if I miss? The crowd's going to go mad. I'm going to disappoint my manager. My peers are going to be so frustrated with me. If you start going into that kind of thought before you're about to, and you can sometimes see people, you're like, oh God, he's going to miss, or she's going to miss. It's because they're thinking too much. They're not in the zone. Their ego is involved and engaged, okay? And it's about detaching from that and enabling us to flow at our best. So flow is one of the most enjoyable and best ways that people can experience the present moment, because there is no thought. There is just presence. You're fully immersed. You have good intentions. You're in your element. You're in the zone, and you're therefore able to make the most of the experience by being in flow. So yes, that will do for now. If you're watching this video, you want to know more, you might want to get my book, The Art of Power, Happiness and Success. You can get that at Amazon. You can also get it at my store at alexgemstore.com. Go hook yourself up. I offer an amazing course as well, which you can get at my website. Go to www.alexgem.com. Just click where it says Join PHS Course today. Enter your credit card details. You'll get instant access to my revolutionary course, taking you from wherever you are now in your life. If you're depressed, if you're struggling, if you're not achieving your goals, if you feel frustrated, if your relationships are suffering, I will take you step by step along this journey, and it's going to be an absolutely incredible learning curve for you. And I highly recommend that once you complete the course, you start over again and really indoctrinate yourselves with some of these strategies, these philosophies, these ideals that's taken me over 15 years now of learning, of growing. You can literally get thousands upon hours of learning that I've done, of lots of money and time and energy that I've invested in learning from my mentors, in learning from other brilliant people who I've gathered some of this incredible material from, that I've learned through hours and years of work. And you're essentially getting it in this incredible course that takes you step by step along that journey. So if you want to make rapid progress in your life, as it relates to your wealth, your health, your energy levels, if you want to increase your self-esteem, if you want to become happier, if you want to be able to control your mind and experience the present moment more, this course is absolutely tremendous. I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, tremendous ebooks that are $50 each, all given for free as bonuses, hours of exclusive video footage, podcast material, and 100 audio segments to keep you on track to enhance your quality of life. All extra bonuses given. Go enjoy it. I want to add so much value because it's incredibly important to invest in yourself and invest in your personal development. And I can't emphasize it enough, the importance of really challenging yourself and stepping up. And that's what opportunity I'm giving you right now. So go, if it's for you, join us. And I can't wait to work with you in the future. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.